Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that Moscow has fired a new generation intermediate-range missile on Ukraine and warned that the conflict was taking on a global character. Putin addressed the nation amid growing escalation in the conflict. He said the strike hit a missile factory in the city of Dnipro, adding that it is a response to Ukrainian strikes in which US and British missiles were used earlier this week. The Russian president has warned that they could use the new missiles against countries that allowed Kyiv to use their missiles to strike Russia. Putin declared that Russia would issue advance warnings before strikes on other countries to allow civilians to evacuate, but claimed that the US air defense systems will not be able to intercept Russian missiles. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has responded saying that the Russian attack with a new type of ballistic missile is more proof that Russia has no interest in peace, terming it a clear and severe escalation in the war. Zelensky has called for strong worldwide condemnation. Meanwhile, the White House has said that the US was pre-notified of Russia's launch of the new ballistic missile and that it had briefed Ukraine and allies in recent days to help them prepare.
I can confirm that Russia did launch an experimental intermediate-range ballistic missile. This IRBM was based on Russia's RS-26 Rubezh intercontinental ballistic missile model.
US-led defense alliance NATO has also reacted to the escalation, saying that Russia deploying its capability of the hypersonic missile will not affect the course of the war or NATO's backing for Kyiv. And the United Nations has called Russia's move yet another concerning and worrying development, reiterating its call for an end to the war in compliance with international law. For more on this, we were earlier joined by Aledo. He is a former U.S. military officer, former intelligence and operations officer at the Pentagon, and CEO of Miami Intelligence Agency. Here's what he had to say.
Yes, absolutely. I think that the strategic and ideological, the political ideology of the leaders in the White House and in London, they're doing a terrible miscalculation, not based on evidence, not based on military science, not based on military capabilities, but just in their political ideology, in their world view. They see like Russia is bluffing. They see that Russia will never escalate into a nuclear war. Today, Buchanan, high-ranking general from the United States, said today that the United States is ready to fight a nuclear war if ever happens. So they basically think that Russia is weak and that they will impose their will, and that is the big problem. That's what we call a miscalculation, a strategic miscalculation. They don't realize that Russia is not Iraq, Russia is not Serbia, Russia is not Afghanistan, and they keep acting towards Russia like if Russia were a poor, small third world country. They don't realize that Russia has the biggest nuclear arsenal in the world, and that this war in Ukraine is an existential war for Russia. They cannot allow to lose this war, and that is put the whole war into extreme danger.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.